In this video, I will demonstrate the different functions of the controls on the front panel, starting with the e-stop and the camera system. You are able to deactivate the power to the laser system by pressing the red e-stop button in the event of an emergency, de-energizing the laser. You can then resume power by pressing the start button on the e-stop. Below that is the camera system. Pressing the on button on the camera system will illuminate the screen showcasing the various views of the camera. The main views that you will utilize are the front-facing view and the downward-facing view. These views can be cycled by pressing the OK button on the screen. This can showcase both screens at the same time or just one of the views. You can activate the flashlight by pressing the button above the OK button, and pressing this multiple times adjusts the intensity of the flashlight. Next, we will take a look at the motor controller that is directly under the camera system. Rotating the dial on the right side of the motor controller will rotate the laser system in a clockwise or counterclockwise direction. Also note the Quick Start user manual that is directly under the motor controller for your review. Now let's take a look at the laser power controller. The laser power is adjusted by adjusting the duty cycle, which is controlled by the two arrow keys on the right side of the controller. As you can see, I am slowly increasing the power of the laser system. If this is at 100% duty cycle, the laser is outputting its max power. On the left-hand side of the laser power controller is the frequency selection. For our purposes, keep this at 25 Hz. And finally, we will take a look at the three remaining monitors on the laser control box: the laser temperature meter, the box temperature meter, and the current monitor. The laser temperature meter indicates the temperature of the coolant circulating around the laser system. In the event that the laser coolant exceeds a temperature of 65 Celsius, you will need to adjust the duty cycle of the laser to 0% to allow time for the laser to cool off. In the beginning stages of warming up, as you can see on the label on the right-hand side of the temperature meter, you will first increase the duty cycle to 25% until the meter achieves 10 degrees Celsius, and then further increase to 50% duty cycle until the laser temperature is at 20 degrees Celsius. You can then increase to 100% duty cycle from that point on. The box temperature is regulated by an internal heater, and as long as the box temperature is sitting between 50 to 80 Fahrenheit, it is safe for operation. And finally, the pump current meter indicates whether or not the coolant pump for the laser is activated. If the value is 0, the pump is currently not active. If the value is greater than 0, around 0.3 or 0.4, the pump is circulating coolant. In the event the pump is not active, do not activate the laser, as this could cause a rapid overheating issue. In this final section, I will do a quick demonstration of activating the laser. I will start by pressing the start button on the e-stop if it has not already been activated. As you can see, the current of the pump goes from 0 to 0.4. I will then start increasing the duty cycle of the laser with the laser power controller, up to 25%. As you can see, as I'm increasing the duty cycle, the temperature of the laser coolant will begin to increase during operation. You will need to monitor this during both warm-up procedures and during operation to avoid overheating. I have now reached 25% duty cycle. At this point, you would allow the laser to remain at this duty cycle until the temperature has achieved 10 degrees C, and performing a similar operation at 50% duty cycle until achieving a temperature of 20 degrees C. At this point, you can increase the laser to 100% duty cycle. However, since the laser is in the lab already above both of these temperatures, I will lower the duty cycle back down to 0% and then press the stop on the e-stop to de-energize the system.